Think we're live. I think we are live. So this, ladies and gentlemen, is a very interesting day. Why, you might ask? Why is this one of the craziest days we've ever seen for crypto? Well, ladies and gentlemen, it seems I am lagging very bad. Perhaps I cannot even stream this. Perhaps I'm not even going to be able to do this because of lag. I really hope I will be able to. It all looked good just about 30 seconds ago. And obviously, that's the way it goes, right? You press go on the stream, and instantly it all shuts down. Story of my freaking life. Let me try to get some internet on my phone. Let's try stream from the phone internet, if that is possible. Do I have a VPN on by accident? What's going on? I do not. Turn your volume up. Oh, we can do that. We can do that. We can do that. We can do that. Would that be better right there? You said you were lagging. Okay, let me try to fix this real quick. I'm going to give it 30 seconds to see if it just stabilizes. And if it does not, if I see more drop frames, I'll try to switch the internet to a different one. Ladies and gentlemen. Okay, let me quickly see. Do I actually have you? Okay. Give me about 30 seconds. Try switch up the internet to see if that's better. But it's going to take a few seconds to load, all right? So I'm going to try on my phone the internet. Give me a few seconds. Drop frame 0. Let's see. Let me turn off VPN just to be sure I don't have anything. Okay, we should be solid. We should be very, very freaking solid. We should be very, very freaking solid right now. It says perfect kbps. It should be perfect right now. Guys, if you can see this, just quickly say in the chat so I know. Sound up. Okay, let me quickly turn up this sound by a lot, because some of you guys keep complaining about that. Okay, let me quickly turn this up. There we go. Okay, let me quickly test this. Is this okay? Or let me quickly, I can change quite a lot, but I don't know how hard it's supposed to be because I didn't prepare properly. I just wanted to go stream, guys, because, well, man, Bitcoin is at an all-time mother... I don't know why I did that. Oh, okay. Whew. I'm not so young anymore. To do that. I wanted to say, I wanted to say cryptos, almost everything is at an all-time high right now. I'm streaming, I guess, this from the depths of Dubai here. It is right now let me quickly show you on the phone. I'll show you. It is right, let me show you this phone, because it is in English. It is right now 3, 4, can you see it? I gotta put this thing on. It's right now 3. Okay, this ain't 3:41 a.m. And you know what's good? We don't even motherfucking care. You know why? Because everything is breaking the freaking heights. It just keeps going. And I thought, you know what? I was out there chilling. Why? Because my portfolio was just going higher and higher and higher. But man, Bitcoin is up, what, like $8,000 in a day? I couldn't let this one slide. Right now, we are almost at 89,000 per Bitcoin. And I want to quickly know in the chat box where you guys are all watching from before I go on. And I'm going to say something diabolical. All right? What I'm about to say is going to hurt a lot of people. So might be seeing ghosts. I hope there's nobody in the background. I think there's nobody. Anyway, yeah, quickly in the chat box, let me know where you're watching from. Let me know quickly where you're watching from in the chat. I'm about to say something diabolical, so I want all of you to quickly confirm where you're watching from. Just, I just want to quickly know that. We got Canada, we got Utrecht, behind the iron wall. I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean. And we got Chaos from Dubai, Thailand, Tat from Dubai. Why are you guys watching this at almost 4 a.m.? You guys are maniacs, dude. That is crazy. Whoa, we got UK in the chat as well. Why are you guys watching this so late? Amsterdam, also watching this almost at 1 a.m. Crazy. We got a couple of Europeans in there. All right, no Australians, I think. Interesting. Regardless. Thank you all for putting that in the chat. We got Tunisia. We got MEUS. I don't know what that is. So guys, right now, one of the absolute craziest days for crypto ever. Most money added to the market ever. We right now just to quickly put into perspective, have a global crypto market of over $3 trillion. It is right now here, not showing it properly. Many of our coins that we know and love. Here, 𝗏𝗀. I don't even know why 𝗏𝗀, but it's up 63%. 𝗏𝗏, which I just posted a little tweet about, is up 30%. Dogecoin, which, interestingly enough, I have a long open. Let me quickly show you, because today we're in the showing phase, right? I don't know why. I love every single one of you. I got to show this real quick. We got to just quickly show that. Let me just quickly... I have to show my face. Here we go. You want to see my Doge long? Guys, you want to see it just for fun? Wait. Here we go. Let me put this screen up. Here we go. So, okay, this light is not really working well with me here. Anyway, this long from Doge, we opened it at 13.2 cents. What, like last week or so? I posted a tweet about it saying, hey, I'm long and everything. It is right now at 34 cents. So it's almost at a 3x or so in like a week and a half on Dogecoin. That is absolutely crazy. Bitcoin, let's go Ethereum. Ethereum is only up 88%. Yeah, you guys can see it. I'm just going to say it. It's only up 88% from 3,080 to 3,352. Worst one I've got. Why? Because Ethereum is a piece of shit, but it's right now back. It's doing quite okay. So, you know, that's pretty nice. Bitcoin, again, a lot of my friends have been full top blasting. And what that means is you still open along at the top of the top because, well, it doesn't really seem likely that we're going to get trapped out here. What people are warning about and what everybody's basically warning for or afraid of is the God candle. How does that going to look? Well, what you basically are most likely going to see rather soon is that all of a sudden Bitcoin goes up 7-8% or so within like an hour, within 50 minutes, something crazy fast. That's honestly, in my opinion, what I'm going to be looking for to take some profit on. I've taken some profits all along this journey. Even for Doge, I took some profits about an hour ago, and that's because you want to lock them in. I just want to quickly say something really controversial. Any of you guys holding XRP? Just want to quickly know that. Which one of you guys watching this is holding XRP? Quickly see in the chat. Just quickly give it a little second for it to load. Oh, by the way, I noticed now we've got about 250 people watching, but I've also noticed we have right now only got about 39 likes. Let's get that up to at least 100, guys. If you're watching this right now, you're very welcome. All right, I'm very happy for you guys. I'm very happy the bull market's back. I'm very happy to make some videos the next few days. I'm going to be updating you guys on everything I'm thinking right now because if you're not getting a crazy sum of money today, yesterday, the next few days, man, we're going to have to change that. We're going to have to change that so much. First of all, crazy giveaways incoming. Man, you don't even want to freaking know what I'm going to do here. Oh, I'm so happy. And we have so much to discuss. One is, if you're feeling sad about this market, you're not satisfied, you're not feeling good, trust me, ladies and gentlemen, when I say, you will feel all right. It is a bad timing for many altcoins, but this will savor itself. You'll get, it's coming, all right? It sounds like the freaking guy that wrote Game of Thrones with it's coming, but it's coming, all right? It's coming. If you're not feeling amazing about your portfolio right now, it's not at all-time highs, do not fret. It's coming. We're in a really good position where anybody that's watching this video right now is going to do amazing, all right? It's going to do amazing. Anyway, let's take a step back. If you're holding XRP, man, I don't have anything alcoholic. So I'm going to give you guys a little shot of ginger, literally ginger shot. As you can see right there, a ginger shot. Why? Because you guys are with me in the trenches, all right? Here we go. A little shot to you guys. Why? Well, I mean, life's a comedy, right? If you've been holding XRP, you must be probably thinking about slitting something. I don't want to say it, but I mean, let's quickly look here. I mean, at the whole top, where's XRP at? It's not in the bottom of the bottom. It's honestly, XRP is not doing bad, but if we go rank it the other way, XRP is right here. Okay? Every single coin I've got is just bam, bam, just new heights everywhere. You know, the only coin, unfortunately, one of the biggest coins in my mother-freaking portfolio, XRP. How much is it up this week? Well, Bitcoin up 40, Ethereum up 40, Solana up 50, Dogecoin 210, Cardano 75, Shiba Inu 60%. How's my XRP doing? About right around 14% of the whole month. Yeah. Now, it's 25% this week. Relatively to other cryptos, it's doing better than BNB, which has been absolute garbage. But again, I do think actually that BNB will relive the glory days. It will rejuvenate, so to speak. Let me quickly take this ginger shot just for health. You know, I'm like, maybe it's good. And I will say one more thing, to be honest with you. I'm not really worried. I'm not really selling my XRP because XRP is usually a late bloomer, meaning that whenever all these other coins are done, XRP goes on a crazy rampage. But we got to put some respect on Bitcoin's name for going to $89,000 from $80,000 the last time I opened my mother freaking eyes, which is like 7 hours ago. There we go. Ooh. There we go. There we go. It is not. It's just ginger. Interesting. Whew. So, to get back to the story, all right? To get back to the freaking story. Dogecoin, like I said, we're about 1,600% in profit right now. So, you want to know some updates. So, okay, there's a fun. I'll show you some things. So, the Dogecoin is about 24K in profit, by the way, if you want to know, just so we can quickly show it, just for fun. You can't see it. It's hard to see. Anyway, so I only put $1,000 into Doge, right? This is so funny sometimes. So it was a few thousand. Okay, step back. A little while back, I told you guys I'm full long and everything, right? Well, I do so for the most part, not actually on Bybit, but on Bybit, I like to always show you guys whatever I'm doing. So I opened a few longs, one of which is Dogecoin. There were a few, maybe like $3,000 or $4,000, which acted as I think 30, 40, or 50K, which right now is only about 80,000 Doge, or roughly $10,000, $11,000. But the $1,000 I put in right now has earned me $24,000 in 1 week. So whoever tells you that you need big money to trade, you're dumb. That's it. That's the message. Anyway, so let's go back. The Ethereum trade, it's about $100,000 that we put in. It's doing really, really well, which is actually underwater for many months, which is kind of funny. The XRP trade is one of the only ones that's kind of garbage. It's 70% up, but even early today it was still a loss, so it's okay. Solana is roughly 422% up. I've already taken 100% profit on that trade. We'll just quickly move on to the second account. So we're going to go to Dusty Trades. No, we're going to go to Dusty Livestream. Here we go. So this is an account that we opened during a live stream a while back. This is an account. Guys, Doge is pump. Doge is 35 cents for Doge, ladies and gentlemen. We're pumping the frick out. I'm going to open up the chart here so you guys can see in the background. We are going crazy again. Holy smokes. Man. Let me quickly open this up for fun for you guys. Give me a second. Let me see if I can open this so you guys can see. Okay, so first I will just quickly show you. This is the account. Do you guys remember about 7 months ago or so that I had a few $1,000s on my account, and I said, let's open a long or a short. I let you guys vote on the channel. You guys said, let's open a long. I did. I closed the stream because it went really, really bad, and then I forgot about it. That was about $1,500 that we put in. Guess quickly how much profit we're in. All right, we put $1,500 into Bitcoin 6 months ago. Let's say 7, 8 months ago. I don't remember the time. How much do you guys think it's worth right now? The closest guess wins a fist bump. I don't know. Just quickly guess. Just takes 5 seconds. Guess in the chat box. In the thousands. How many thousands do you think it's profit in? All right, we put $1,500 in. Right now the trade is worth, though, because I think I might have added a little bit more. The trade right now is worth $2,050. So how much do you think we're profiting? I'm not saying, yeah, just quickly guess. How much profit did we make on the $1,500 that I had on my account? This is on the stream. We opened this trade together. So anybody that had $1,500 7 months ago, how much do you think it's worth right now? One person is very motherfucking close. That is scary. We got a few guesses. Anyway, so the $1,500 that we put in is right now worth about 33,000 US dollars. Again, I know you can't see it. Let me just quickly make it big. It is right now plus 32918 is what this says. Yeah, I know it's too small for you guys to see. Yeah, it's almost impossible. But you guys get the idea. So we opened this at 34,000. Right now it's at 88.9K. Almost $89,000 per Bitcoin. Bus, you were kind of far away with your 342K. To be honest with you, you're not the fist bump guy. But that is actually quite nice. I've got a few other accounts. Let me quickly show you another one. All right, just quickly for fun. So here's Dusty Trades. This is an interesting one. If I can quickly review it. So this I opened 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks. When was Bitcoin at 50-something thousand? Time goes quickly. It was only a few weeks back, and right now that is in about 1,000% profit because it's just a 10x long like I always do. It's doing really, really well. Yeah, fist bump to somebody, whoever got it right. So that's doing really, really nice. And I'm going to try quickly put Bybit on my main screen. Let me quickly open this up so we can look at the Dogecoin position. The Dogecoin position right now, let me quickly try to open this up, yeah? Give me a second. If I can, that would be pretty nice to show you the Dogecoin position. How do I do that? Okay, give me just 5 seconds. Here we go. Okay. Okay, we got it. I think it's coming. It's coming. Anyway, we'll talk about what exactly I think is going to happen next. I just want to quickly show y'all the Dogecoin trade just for fun. Because again, it's also $1,000 you put in about 4 days ago. When was this? Like last week? Now, I've not recorded the video in like 4 days, so it must have been like last week. The last video I made was talking about... Oh my days, this is insane. Oh my days, this is insanity, guys. Oh, this is crazy. Let me quickly find this futures position on Dogecoin. There we go. All right, USD perpetual. We've got it. We've got it. Okay, so, yeah. I got it. So, here we go. Let's just do it like this. I guess this is easier. So the $1,000, you can see it. It's literally here right on screen. And again, you can't see. I've posted this on my Twitter for the longest time. If you go to my Twitter right now, you can see a media. Man, how much is the OX fund? This was already in 400% profit at 21 cents per Doge. I wonder how much profit that is in right now. But let's quickly scroll through here. Here's, this is a different coin. Let's quickly find my Dogecoin update. Where did I last post an update on it? Anyway, so here I posted it when it was at 21 cents or so, when it was already at 580% profit. I think just a little bit earlier, here I was kind of laughing about it, that it was at 28 cents, and it just kind of keeps moving on. I don't know, it just doesn't stop, right? And we're just a while back, we all thought about going back to McDonald's. Things were doing so bad. Everything is just going absolutely insane right now. Every single one of my coins is just popping off, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys are doing really, really well. I hope you're feeling okay. Again, if you're not, give it a little bit of time. It will come, all right? It will come. Give it a bit of time. XRP, for example, man, we've been waiting for this breakout for many, many years. But I do believe that XRP always has a similar pattern where it's really garbage at some point at the start. But at some point, when most other coins have gone for a crazy rush, it does, again, pick back up the pace and wins. Just my thoughts, though. And again, just I want to quickly put out that $1,000 we turned into $25-ish or so thousand dollars worth of profit. I already cashed out roughly $8,000, still $1,000 in the trade. And again, I've got $17,000 that I can take profit on. I should actually take some profit here and there. For example, right now, it's not bad if, for example, close like, maybe a few thousand Doge, which in this case would be $400 or so. Why? Well, just because it is the top. Yeah. Well, we can. I guess we can. Oh wow, it's going really fast again. I guess we can put it slightly higher. It's not too bad. Maybe we'll put up a target there, slightly above. It's gonna take some profit right there. I mean, I could also take some profit right here. Why not? Let's do 2,000 Doge. $400 again right now. Why not? Anyway, so that's what you're seeing me do right here. Why? Because we got to secure some profit. Anyway, we went into this at 13 cents. Right now it's 35. This ain't bad, right? You can see I've been selling down the road or along the way. And when do we open? Let's quickly see. So I opened this when? It's not showing me when I open it, I guess. I guess I opened this maybe right here. Maybe 26th of October or so maybe 2 weeks ago. And here's where I started selling, the 5th of November. And I've been holding ever since. Yeah, regardless, let's see what you guys are saying. Yo, Dusty, what's good? What's good, guys? What's good? Hope you're all happy. Hope you're all doing good. Our cryptos are doing amazing right now. Bitcoin at 88.6K. I think actually, wasn't it higher? I mean, Dogecoin is absolutely ripping, absolutely popping off. Let's quickly take a look at the things here. Bitcoin indeed at 88.6 actually went to 89.5. 89. Wait, what? 89.5 is what it went to on Whitebit. Let's quickly see. Let's go to Binance. So on Binance, the highest we got to is 89.5 also. We actually went to 89.5, I'm going to say roughly half an hour or 45 minutes, maybe an hour ago or so, right? Roughly at 12 o'clock, the UTC time. Here in Dubai, it's right now about 4 a.m. So if you're wondering what price to pull profits, I can quickly tell you that if you're taking some profits here, you are solid. Why? Well, guys, I'll tell you one thing, and that is most people will do either of three things. One is they will either round trip fully, and that means they make tons of profit, never really cash anything out, so they've got paper profits, and a few months later they end up back where they started. That's what most people will do. Second people is they blast the top, and that has good and bad results. Blasting the top is really, really nice because like I said last week, and I've said this thousands of times on the channel, just follow the trend. Please, guys, you know why I'm so happy? Because it proves so many people wrong that no, it's going to take time. No. Guys, Bitcoin always follows the same script. It's so freaking easy. If you can't make money on this, it's really on you. You just don't believe in it enough. You just don't listen because it always works in the exact same way. There's always doubters, sure, but just believe in something. It's worth the risk, in my opinion. I'm not your financial advisor, but if you really do not believe that Bitcoin's going to $100,000 right now, then we cannot have a conversation. I'm not saying it's going to happen today. It can literally correct tomorrow by a good margin, and I would not mind. But there's definitely more money that's been made by blasting tops, right? By just going absolutely crazy whenever things are doing well, than by trying to, you know what? I'm going to buy the dip and shut up. Shut your ass up. Buy the top. It sounds dumb. I know. But generally speaking, you want to go with the trend, not against it. And so if things are doing really well, what you could do indeed is not try to buy, for example, as an example here, not try to buy this peak right here. But for example, wait when it's pulled back quite a bit, right? Because for example, it's a pretty big difference if you buy right here at 88.3 or slightly after at 86.4. It's a $2,000 difference. That's very significant. If you got to buy this dip, that's nice. But even here, just think about it. If you were full blasting the motherfucking top at 88.2, right now we are at 88.8. Just now we were at 89.6. You want to make good profit. Anywhere today, if you full blasted the top, you'd be in profit because we're at an all-time high. And many people don't get this. If you're trying to buy only the bottoms, only waiting for the right opportunity, why would you do that? Why be afraid? Anyway, let me quickly read what Austin said. Austin came up with the 5 saying, do you think that if Elon Musk brings Dogecoin into Trump's administration, that will it get into dollar ranges? Yes. If Elon Musk goes a little bit crazy and says we should actually put Dogecoin as a vote reserve currency, there's a good chance that Dogecoin pretty quickly goes above $1.50. I'm just going to be honest with you. I do believe this cycle Dogecoin will trade above $1. I do believe there is a good chance we're going to $2, depending on how crazy Bitcoin goes. But the probability is definitely there. Yeah, especially if Elon does something funny with Trump, then the probability all of a sudden skyrockets. And by the way, just quickly, I'm noticing we've got about 400 people here. I am right now not in my most sober. I'm going to be very, very freaking open with you, all right? I'm not in my most sober state. Why? I was partying, man. Can you blame me? Portfolio at an all-time high. Bitcoin at freaking $90,000 almost. XRP, of course, being a douchebag, not moving at all, but it's okay. We've got patience. XRP holders have got 10 years of patience. So, I mean, what is another few weeks or so going to do, right? Cardano's been pumping. My Dogecoin has been absolutely ripping it. I won an award yesterday for some crypto stuff. I'll post more about it on Instagram. We made a cool film with another guy, Brian Young, and a few others. It was amazing. We won an award. It was so fun. Man, the last couple of days, I've not recorded anything on the channel because I've been so happy. And I know you guys, hopefully, you're just sticking to the strategy we discussed over the past few months, which is just, again, it sounds stupid. Let me not scold too much, I guess, here. Which is just don't give up. That's it. That's the main strategy I've got. Again, just go to my channel for fun. Look at the video titles. You know how many times I look at the comments, people say, Dusty, you're too bullish. Get it too many times. You know how many times I look at the title and I say, this is the last call. I remember back in September, I was in Singapore, right? I made a video saying, this is it. This is really where things start popping off. And you know what happened about 3 weeks later? I said, man, we were slightly too early, but this is really it. You know what happened in the comment section? People say, no, it's actually not. Well, it's going to take another blah, 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 blah. Don't listen to the masses. Don't even listen to me. Look at the proof I bring. The proof I bring, what I bring you guys every single time, is what Bitcoin looks like every single time in terms of the cyclical nature of it. Every single time it does the same thing. Why would it be different this time? Trump won. If you did not, again, like I made a video then. You know what I said right there? If you are selling now, you should be shot. Can't say that. Shouldn't say that. Man, why have I got so many dark thoughts? Why am I saying such unnice things? Every single person that's watching right now, I love you, by the way. And I really, from the bottom of my heart, want you to do the best thing ever. I want you to be successful as much as possible. And I really want every single person that's watching the channel here to just do amazing. And I think if you just, it's hard to say, but if just everybody listens, it's just so easy. It's just that people doubt themselves too much. Do you use Bing X? No, I don't. Anywhere can copy trade. You don't need to copy trade. Just do what... Okay, let's go back to the trading basics. What do you need to do? Open long positions and wait. And you might say, Dusty, well, how does that work? Well, it's very simple. I show you right now a few times where all we did is just we get bullish, and that's about it. Please, people, when I say blast the top, don't try to buy right now, for example, and think, I'm going to put all the money I've got in right here because it's going to keep going higher. That's not how it works. You might buy today because it's up $9,000 and you get wrecked tomorrow. You can definitely get that. It can definitely be that you have 3 months of just headache because the price just starts dropping like crazy over the next few hours. It's plausible, it's possible, and it happens to many. So what you do is, if you want to blast the freaking top, you do that with a little bit of money. Right? So let's say we have a bankroll of 10,000. We want to turn that into 10 million in a season, right? It's plausible, right? Well, because you've seen some of the trades we've been making here. $1,000 into 40, $1,000 into with our Doge trade. Let's see. Let me quickly show you. Let me quickly look back at it. $1,000 worth of our Doge trade is right now worth 25. So again, a 25x here. Well, it's not too bad. $10,000 turned into $1 million. It's definitely plausible. 100x. Well, we got a 25x right here on our little port, on a little balance. It's not insane. People really, I think people really overestimate just how crazy it is. A friend of mine that was at a party with just now, he also opened an account yesterday with $1,000. You want to know the value is right now almost $70,000. Crazy. Anyway, XRP to Arkansas saying, I've been watching you for years and really appreciate your shows, but you're about to get a bunch of brand new FOMOing noobs liquidated if they start randomly putting in longs as Bitcoin rages, lol. So, no, I don't think so. Why? Well, like I just said, if your risk management is proper, it's almost impossible to lose. How? Let me elaborate. So what you do is, let's say we have a portfolio $10,000 worth. We open $1,000 worth of a position, as an example, right? We can even open $10,000 worth of a position, really. We can do a $1,000 margin with a 10x leverage, meaning it's a $10,000 position. If we cross leverage it, right, it depends on which exchange you're using, which settings you're using, but we can never get liquidated because worst case, it just adds more and more margin where you end up owning the full position. Meaning, as long as you don't over risk it and you don't want too much profit in a short amount of time, you're fine, right? And it's basically like just buying Bitcoin or buying whatever with the amount of money you've got. But then with slightly bigger margins on smaller moves, meaning if the price moves 1%, you feel the movement more than if you were just buying it on spot. I get a little bit scared with the door, but I think there's just maybe the light is making noise. I don't think so, but yeah. Somebody says I'm 100% in XRP. I've said this also so many times on this channel. If you are 100% into one coin, we are also not so compatible because I never understand why you do that. I never understood. None of us know what the next narrative is going to be. None of us know if the next narrative is going to be AI or memes or real world assets. If you're 100% into one thing, you're literally, again, if you've been watching the channel for a while, you know this. I always say it's betting on the golden goose, right? You know a golden goose has golden eggs. And so you're thinking those eggs are going to lay mother-freaking amazing geese, right? It's going to be so beautiful, sure. But let's say we get all those puddles of eggs, right? Yours are golden, the other ones are all normal. You think this is amazing. You've got only golden eggs. What if a truck comes by, pam, splashes all your eggs? I mean, the chance is small, right, of it happening, but it could. Now, if you had all different bags, you had some eggs right here, eggs, what is the chance of the freaking truck running over all the eggs that you've got? Almost nothing. And to put the opposite side of, well, let's say you wanted to get a specific geese. If you only have one specific batch, what is the chance you're going to get a really crazy colored geese? If you had a little freaking little egg in all these different gene pools, there would be a really good chance you get yourself a mutated geese, goose, whatever, right? But if you only had one basket, well, if the DNA is screwed, it's screwed. So you get yourself a normal one instead. You feel where I'm coming from, right? Anyway, that sounded a bit strange maybe, but if you've watched the stream for a while, you know exactly what I mean. Yeah, so let's get back to it. I want to quickly see in the chat, how many of you guys are like at least 50% into XRP rather than anything else? Please, I'm hoping to see most people say no, but I'm kind of suspicious that most people will say yes, they're fully into XRP. But I kind of hope not. Just being honest with you. I will say that my portfolio is at least 10% XRP. It's probably more than that. It might be 20 or 30% XRP. And again, I will tell you that my portfolio is actually quite large relative to what some people might think. So I have a lot of XRP. But this has changed a lot over time. Like a few months back, XRP was like a lot more percentage-wise. But since XRP did so shit, it did so bad, while everything else has just been pumping, I've just been buying a lot of stablecoin, or at least stabling up. And yeah, so Crypto Extreme says, all your videos on XRP and only 10%. So again, maybe if you asked me 4 months ago or so, 6 months ago, it would have been probably at least 50% was XRP, I'm going to think. But again, a lot has changed. And again, I just make these videos explaining all my strategy, all my thoughts. All of these videos, yeah. I mean, XRP really did have a good value proposition, and mostly, for the most part, in my opinion, until they won the lawsuit officially. Afterwards, it became slightly less nice. And the moment the appeal and stuff came, yeah, I mean, it was in a worse position. Now, do I think it can do really well? Yeah, it could do really well. It could do really well. And that's honestly the main reason I hold it, because I do believe XRP every single cycle. It kind of, for some reason, waits until everybody's out. Everybody gives up, and then it goes on a crazy rampage. And I do believe we will see a $10 plus XRP this cycle. I mean, it does make sense. It does make sense for it to happen. You can call it a piss take, but yeah, I mean, that's your opinion, man. Sure. I'm not sure if you mean that I'm making a joke or if you think it's a bad opinion. Once it goes to $1, I'll probably sell some. You do that, my friend. Chaos says really well, a whopping 0.86. Do you think you hit $100? If you're talking about XRP, well, I'm not waiting for that. And I'm not meaning that I will sell before that. I just mean it. It just means that I don't necessarily care if it's going to go to $100. It's very far away. It's not going to happen this cycle. That is something that's almost certain. Is USDC as safe or safer than USDT for long holding? They're quite similar. USDC is obviously Circle, which is proper backers. USDT is the biggest, right? And there have been different issues with either. So it's just personal preference. You can split it up. I've got mostly USDT still, to be honest with you. But USDC is worth slightly more. Sometimes you get nice conversions. And it's just fine. You're okay, right? There was a couple of panics over time, but the probability of USDT or USDC failing is not that large. What do you think about the first pump fund token hitting $1? That's a really strange question, because that means nothing, actually. Okay, let's do another little poll. Let's do another question. How many of you guys have an all-time high portfolio right now? Jordan says, brother, you made me a lost in Octavia. I'm not sure if you mean I made you a lot or if you lost a lot in Octavia. It cooked me. I'm not sure again which of the two it mean. You mean that it went down a lot? Yeah. Oh, so did 90% of all the tokens. My friends, if you're a loss, brother, man, please, ladies and gentlemen, if you're holding only one coin or you're going crazy, just understand that's the risk of the game. If you want to make crazy amounts of money, you have to be willing to lose a lot. Some people think every coin we go for goes well. No, again, the way I trade, right? I get rug pulled multiple times a day. All right. Do you know how it feels to lose millions of dollars in a day because a guy was a douchebag? Many people don't. it's the game, right? How can you expect to make tons if you're not willing to lose? You don't have to. If you really just want to be safe, buy Bitcoin. Go at 2x long on Bitcoin, you're fine. Can't get liquidated almost, and you'll make money. That's it. It's that simple. Go at 3x long on Ethereum. I said this many months ago. All you have to do to make crazy amounts of money, 3x long on Ethereum, you're good. You're almost mostly good to go. But people like more money. You want better results, and well, the AI boom was really good up to April. And now almost everything I'm holding from April to now, that's why I stabled up a lot over these months, has gone to absolute garbage. So you're not the only one, friend. Let's just put it like that. Anyway, but just losing 1, 2, 10, 5, 50 coins, it's not a big deal. If it's a big deal to you, trade more, go do more, or toughen up a little bit because it's not bad, right? And if you went too crazy in one coin, well, at least now you've learned something. What is a 3x long? It basically means that you are opening a position that is 3 times the value of the amount of money that you put in. So it's a contract basically with multiples of the actual money you've got. It's sort of a loan. Not really a loan, but kind of a loan. It's sort of borrowing money to trade with more money than you have. Noel says, is this the biggest discount on Ethereum Classic or etc. that we are going to see? Or should we expect a dip at all? Well, yes, you should expect a dip. I'm going to be honest with you. This is not necessarily unsustainable. Why? Well, usually what we get when Bitcoin breaks the range, which we've seen recently here, it goes through for a while, which is obviously also why Bitcoin went from $81,000 to roughly $90,000 in a day, because it broke out from the 70K range and now it just keeps going crazier. I will, however, say that we are going really, really hard. So I will tell you, if we go back to like 84, we're still up $4,000 in the day. Yeah, but there's also a good chance, because we were all discussing at dinner just now, we're probably going to see a $90,000 before the end of the day, and it did go to about 89.5, right? Maybe that's where we kind of fall back down for a little bit, chill a little bit. Again, we're going really, really fast. Just realize, though, that given enough time, we will go higher. And if you do not believe that Bitcoin is going higher from here, click off the video right now and never come back, because if that's your opinion, then we do not, we are not compatible, man. Because I believe we are going so much freaking higher. It might take some time, but we are going so much freaking higher, man. This is just a start. This is just a start. Bitcoin is so freaking bullish right now. It's looking so exciting. But yeah. Anyway, so we are not in full crazy season just quite yet, by the way. This is the start. Like we're getting into bull season. Bitcoin still, however, is picking up the dominance, gaining a lot of the money. The altcoin season is not fully here though, because Bitcoin usually sets its high first. It sets its mark. And after that is when the altcoins start going crazy. So I've said it 1,000 times, but I'll say it again. If your portfolio is not at all-time high levels, you gotta give it some time, man. You gotta give it a little bit of time. Now, I will say another few things. Just one thing, most importantly, I'll be streaming a lot, or at least making videos a lot over the next few days. If you're not yet subscribed, you might want to do that, because I'm gonna be giving out so much alpha, so much information on this channel for absolutely free, nothing in return. Many of you guys will become crazy successful in just 6 months. I guarantee that most people watching here will make crazy sums of money if they're dedicated enough, right? That's my guarantee. Why? Well, because in theory, it doesn't matter if prices go up or down, you'll be able to make a lot of money. And I have never met somebody that really wanted it bad, really put the effort in, and didn't make it. There's 2 main factors. One is, do you really have what it takes to become either a trader or an investor? Well, what's the most important aspect of it? You know how to handle freaking downside. If you're not comfortable with losing slight amounts of money or big amounts of money, then also don't expect to get crazy sums. It's just the reality of things. You can't have one without the other. I'm not saying you have to lose 80% of your portfolio to succeed. No, you don't. But if you're not even able to handle, if you have $100,000, you're not able to lose 20K or so in a day, then it's going to be really, really tough to build that portfolio up. Because it is. Right now today, if we just, I don't want to say, but if we look at my portfolio, you see how much it goes up and down every minute. Some people would get a heart attack really quickly. And this is the most humble way I can tell you that, man, you get a heart attack. And people do. You see year salaries move by the second. By the second. A lot of people can't handle it. But that's also what you got to have. in my opinion, to really get to higher amounts. Think about Elon Musk, man. Elon Musk might have just today lost what we will make, all of us combined that are watching the stream right now, over the next 25 years. He might have lost within 4 minutes. I'm not sure how much he lost or won today. Maybe he's up $10 billion. I don't know. But $10 billion is definitely going to take a little while to make, I think. So let's do a top 5 coins tomorrow. Maybe we should do something like that. I think that could be kind of cool. Jordan says, I missed the last bull run being delusional and was up 50K and been holding since then. Yeah, so I'm going to be honest with you. You got to be a little bit delusional to make crazy sums. And if I never regret things, right? I always tell you guys, my #1 motto in life is minimize regret. That's always my goal. I will tell you though, if you are a little bit more delusional early in the cycle, which is really around this season, you'll definitely thank yourself. If you're doing it late, for example, when Bitcoin is at like 122,000, which probably is here within a few months, what I'm thinking at least. I think we'll end this season at least 100,000, at least 150,000. But at least minimum, really, honest opinion, is 120,000 we'll touch. Perhaps not higher, but I'm hoping $250,000, at least 240. Regardless, to get back to it, if we are at 120,000, so 50% up from here, and that's where you start to get delusional, right? When Ethereum is at like 18,000, whatever, like $10,000, everything's gone crazy. Yeah, that's a bit late, right? You want to be delusional when things are not completely certain, and that's the risk you're taking. That, no, you were actually wrong, but if you were right, oh my God, the amounts of money you'd make. And again, guys, yeah, you might call me crazy for keeping saying this, and I say, oh, people lose money when you say that, Dusty. Man, it's the truth of it. If you're not willing to take risks, then you'll make less. You'll be fine if you just kind of stick to what. Oh, I got 4 calls. Who's calling me? I think we're okay. I think we're okay. Yeah, I was gonna say you're fine with a lot of other strategies. One of those being just stay safe, buy proper altcoins, don't touch leverage, buy whenever they dip around, and get out of them quickly. But then again comes another key part, which is what a lot of people forget. You got to at some point sell. There's people on Twitter saying, man, you got to be more delusional, believe in something, hold on to 50 billion, you know, or $2 trillion. Don't sell for little, don't sell to the retail. But the counter to that is, guys, if you always wait for a higher price, very often you miss it. Right now, for example, we could have actually sold Bitcoin and everything, just to show you, at 88.3 when I was just talking about it here, maybe like 15 minutes ago. But now it's 86.8. Right now, for example, I might sell, I might panic, and the price keeps dumping more. I made a good choice. Maybe I panic and the price goes up to $94,000 just now. By the way, I also don't know what price we're going to wake up to tomorrow. I also do not know that. All I know is, regardless of what happens, I know my reaction. I know exactly what is wise, and the wise thing I could do is keep some of my longs open, take some profit whenever we reach a new high like this. For example, hey, you make like 90, you notice Bitcoin goes to 89,000, take some money out. Why? Just to make sure that you keep yourself stable and that you're fine with whatever's going on. With Dogecoin just now, you saw me put up a new target, right? At 35,879. That's where I'm going to sell another 2,000 Doge. Why? Well, I've already cashed out $8,000, which, by the way, if I kept this open, this position would right now be in probably $40,000 worth of profit from the way in which how much money it was before. So right now it's only in $15,000 worth of profit. Why? Because I cashed out. But that's fine. You're not looking to make the maximum amount possible. You're looking to be a little bit delusional by, again, keeping it open, not to 21 cents or so where I wanted to exit already, but until 33. And perhaps I might keep this open until freaking 80 cents. I might just keep it open, but I will along the way, every single time we go on a crazy splurge, just take out some money. Because otherwise you might round trip it all the way, as nobody knows exactly how long a little trap is going to last. And again, if you look at this, you might say, Dusty, you should have never sold here at 16 cents. But realize from my perspective, going from 13 cents to 16 cents, we're up 50% or what? I'm fine with that. I would have been fine cashing it out. The problem is, though, I looked and was like, I should actually, when it dipped here, I was like, okay, I should actually buy back in. But I didn't want to do that because I was thinking, man, I actually still am very satisfied to sell at 16 cents. Why would I buy back in when I'm thinking of just fully clipping the trade here? I was like, okay, let me just stay neutral. I kind of want to sell, kind of want to buy, stay neutral. And then we went on another crazy hike, went to like 22 cents, sold some more at those heights, Again, thought about buying, but also thought about selling at 18 because, again, it's still a lot of money. Then eventually went above our previous high point, thought about selling some more, which I did. And then I realized, ooh, actually Bitcoin's going really, really nice. Let me actually take a little step back. And right now, since I made that decision to sell some, we are up how much? We're up roughly 55% or so in about a day and a half. So that was a wise decision. Did I know that was going to happen? No, I did not. But yeah, that was my my take on this. That was my thoughts. Crypto Extreme says, your take on XRP reminds me of Bitcoin in the beginning. I held and listened and sold because I was told it wouldn't be worth anything. I could have been retired and rich if I would have held strong. What did you buy? What else did you buy with the money? If I'm saying, oh, XRP is dumb, you should sell it, if I was, right? Well, then you could take that with a grain of salt. And you could be like, you know what, I'm going to skip the guy. Or you could be like, well, what is then wise to buy? And I would tell you, I don't know, which is why I'm holding XRP and why I'm holding multiple things. An XRP ETF will, for example, come this season. Atilius was just saying, think we get an XRP ETF this run? I think so. But the question is, how useful will that be? Now, that is a more difficult question to answer. RTP says, I don't sleep at night. I don't know when the drops will come. I earned how much I earned. I'll buy again on correction. That's also cool. If you're, for example, a top blaster, whenever it breaks the high, you sell and you try to buy back cheaper. That's fine. It's not bad, ladies and gentlemen. It is not a bad thing. Anyway, yeah, let's quickly again, just for fun, if you guys have not done it yet, we've got about 2,000 people who joined in the whole stream. Make sure you press that like button if you haven't done it yet. Stop gloating. We are happy for you. I'm not sure what gloating means, actually. Gloating. Dwelling on one's own success or another's misfortune with smugness or malignant pleasure. Gloating accounts of triumphs. Dwelling on one's own success or another. I'm not sure. I think, I don't know. I think you meant it in a good way, actually. Anyway, bragging. Nah, I could brag way more. I think I'm quite neutral with this. I think I'm quite chill. It's not like I'm making it, hey guys, here's my new. No, I don't even show any cars. I show almost nothing. I don't show anything. I think we're quite chill. This is honestly mostly, I think, again, if I'm wrong, please do let me know. I really appreciate the feedback. I think for the most part, what I'm doing here is trying to motivate people to hold on strong because it's worth it. And that if you want to make a lot, you got to be a little bit delusional. If I'm being over the limit, do let me know, guys. I do appreciate the feedback. What's your exit strategy? I just explained the whole exit strategy, friend. I just explained it in depth. Hey, Bus, I like that. No, yeah, when I said I could brag way more, that was obviously the gloating part because you just said stop gloating. That's why. It was a little joke. I like that. Anyway, to get back to it. Hey, so how many of you guys are at portfolio highs and which ones aren't? Because some of you guys said just now that you're still down 50%. What stable coin do you hold? Have we really gotten to that part of the cycle where somebody's asking me, guys, what stable coin are we holding, boys? Just for anybody that does not know, all right? Stable coins are stable. So, yeah, they will not move up or down. So don't invest in that, right? Because it's not going to move. Just a little reminder for you, all right? Just a little reminder that, but I hold many stable coins. Yeah, I don't, yeah, there's no specific one I'm a big fan of. They're all kind of garbage, to be honest with you. Why is USDT so volatile lately? Well, I mean, the simple answer is because people are trading things towards USDT. So there is a big market for it. Now you can see that USDT here has how much? $224 billion for the daily volume, which obviously brings with it volatility because if people are buying or selling Bitcoin, they're also buying or selling stablecoin, USDT in this case, which has a denominated value, but it's basically pegged to something. Now, because of the heavy buying or selling, this could slightly deviate. I could also add there's also debt because people are willing to buy or sell for lower or higher. So there's basically just a spread by that reasoning. Altcoin season is just starting, as MT says. I do agree with that. I do believe we are at the brink of the start, at the brink of it. We're not really at the depths of it. We're not at the heights of it. We're at like a very easy middle point. can you post a video on how to margin trade? I already have like 4, maybe 5, maybe 6 of those videos up, so you can just check my channel. I think there's even one in the description here on how to do it on Bybit. Okay, so only, let's see here. Sup, Dusty. Profits are pretty good combined on Doge and SHIB. Waiting for $1 on Doge for this amount, and whatever for this amount on Shiba. Life is good right now. Yeah. So please, ladies and gentlemen, again, I don't want to wreck your dreams. Trust me, I really only want the best for you. For example, the Shiba Inu, don't wait for a cent per Shiba Inu. That is ridiculous. I'm not saying it can't happen, but I'm saying don't wait for it. That's it. Yeah, that's it. Right? Market cap wise, it doesn't really make a lot of sense for it to happen anytime soon. Shiba Inu can definitely 10x from here. It could do more than that. It could do 15x from here, 20x from here to 300 billion. It could. It's not that odd, right? To go to just below Ethereum, it's okay. But, you know, it's not going to go to 50 trillion, for example, this cycle. It's not going to happen, right? Let's be realistic. Also, please don't put exactly what you've got in the chat. You don't know who's recording this or putting that down for you. With me, I've given up my privacy a while ago, but I don't want you guys to do that. Unless you know exactly what you're doing, then fine. Type whatever you want in the comments. But realize that people might be watching, and it might be recorded forever. It might not go away. So maybe the taxman is going to come get you. Justin says, hey, how does one have a portfolio high when one DCAs like 𝗕𝗵𝗲𝗿e weekly? Oh, and where do you buy your crystal ball? Everyone uses for price predictions. I need one. Yeah, so the crystal ball I bought on this place called AliExpress. No, there's no crystal ball. Nobody. Okay, You know, Ben, the CEO of Bybit, actually today said, we're going to $90,000 tomorrow. Just wait. And it actually did. He just said that like 24 hours ago. So that is 40 hours ago, 30 hours ago or so at a dinner, which is the CEO of Bybit, one of the biggest crypto exchanges. He said, hey, we're going to 90,000 tomorrow. I thought he was joking. And CZ on Twitter just said, it's barely starting. And again, it's kind of funny how these people might know, or they're just lucky. But maybe they know more than we do. Besides, so crystal ball, we don't have one. Almost nobody knows exactly how far we're going to go, but it's all based on probability and it's based on belief. Almost every single one of us knows if you're, for example, buying these dips, you are in a better position to do so than trying to sell here. For example, Bitcoin just now went to 86.5. If you're selling that dip, well, you have a higher % chance of winning over the next few weeks by buying this dip rather than selling. That does not mean that we won't just go down from here, basically. It's very much plausible. But if you're buying these dips, if you're trying to buy every single time, it just goes on a crazy spree and then down, and you try to buy. Overall, you'll make more money than trying to be like, okay, you know what? I'm going to sell this and try to buy back in at some point in the future. Why? Because if we look back here, if you were doing that the last little while, right? Just to quickly put back on it. If you're like, okay, I only want to buy when we're down like at least 25%. Well, you would have never been able to buy for a while. You would have been, let's say you were like, okay, I'm going to sell here. Right there. You could have sold at 73,000. You could have. And perhaps you were able to buy in right here at 66 if you were okay with buying at roughly a 9% discount. Let's say you're waiting for 20. You would have missed by selling at 73,000. You would have missed this 22% leg up by trying to buy a dip. Or let's say you were able to buy the 10% dip, you would be able to make 34%. And that's why, again, the idea is you buy wherever, right? It doesn't matter really where you buy, but you try to layer your buys down lower. Maybe they don't all get filled. Maybe this one you can't buy. Maybe this one you can't buy, but it's okay. At least you got that one and that one. And over time, again, if you bought the top right there, this was maybe the highest point Bitcoin has ever got to. In a little bit, it might look annoying, right? Because the next few days, you might be thinking, damn, all this time here, all this time, you hated your life maybe. This was how long? About 3, 5, maybe a week or so. You might have hated your life. You might have thought, oh, I made such a big mistake. But again, your downside here was like roughly 9% if you blasted the top, whereas your upside here was like 22% in just the span of like 2 weeks. You don't know if it's going to happen next? Sure. But probability-wise, you have a way better chance of just buying wherever and seeing the results from the upside than trying to time the bottom and unfortunately, for example, missing it. By trying to sell right there, you get out of the position and you never buy back in, meaning you have to buy right now or wait again for the dip, which might never happen. Maybe you will only find the dip once you've already crossed 100K, but then you're already too late. Who knows? So, Funny Videos says, should I go for longs now or sell? So I am not opening new one. Oh, wait a minute. I'm not charging the laptop. Where's the charger? Where'd it go? Where is it at? Should be here. There we go. Okay, I am not opening new longs because I'm too afraid. You might say, Dusty, this is go against your own advice. Well, first of all, I'm not your financial advisor. Second of all, well, I already have a lot open. And I had a discussion today at dinner, and we were watching like a show of sorts, like a little, what do you call it, like a concert of sorts at the like when you're having dinner and they play these different live acts, right? And we were discussing that if you're not full portfolio long right now, you're a maniac. And I told him I still have like 30% or so, maybe even more in stable coins. We laughed because he called me stupid. And I told him, well, it's my safety, it's my comfort zone. Many of these cycles, I always tell you, I really, 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 really don't like to be in the same position as I was every single cycle, where I kind of think, when should I sell? No. What I do nowadays is just whenever I feel comfortable enough with the profit I've made, I sell some. And it was quite different before, but that's also, again, what you get over prolonged periods of time of doing the exact same thing years and years and years in a row. And I've matured in that sense. So for me, I'm not full blasting this top anymore because I've already got large positions open. If I was new, I had nothing right now, had no crypto, no positions, nothing, I would blast the top, doesn't matter where. In this case here, I try to wait for maybe like 86 or so, but hey, you know, let's just say it's still at the top, almost one of the highest points, with a good percentage chance that I'm going to get wrecked in the next day or so. But I take my loss right there. Why? You know, guys, listen back to Mr. Your boy Dusty. Uh-oh. Maybe my internet is getting finished. If so, then I didn't get a message yet though. Anyway, my internet might run out in a bit, so I might have to cut it short. So I wanted to say I bought the top for Ethereum months ago, like maybe it was even April. I'm not sure when. I bought the top 3,200 or something. I think maybe 3,000. I don't know when. What 3,400? I don't know. I bought down. My average price eventually got to 3,100. That was the average price after a lot of DCAing. So it was way higher. I have 6 months of hatred, I think. At least 6 months of just Ethereum going to $2,000. I was down so much money on that trade. I just waited. It still cost me, thousands of dollars to keep that position open. It cost me a lot, but right now it's in profit. Like I told you, only 80%, I think, within like the last few days. And just 1 week ago, it was in a loss. Right now, it's at 80% profit. And think it was 6 months of hell, all right, of every day looking at it, thinking, ooh, but now it's worth it. And that's why I'm saying, if you blast the top, be ready to buy the dip. Be ready for some freaking hard times. But if you're not buying it with too much money where you can't sustain it by adding more margin when things get bad, you're fine. And if you're not doing leverage, you're fine anyway. Why? Well, because the bull market is here. So when are you going to buy otherwise? That's the thing. I already have enough Bitcoin. I already have enough everything. And I don't want to risk even more of my stable coins that I've set aside. So that's the main reason I'm not adding more. I've already got really comfortable positions. I already have a lot of altcoins. I have everything perfect the way I want it to be. I will pivot soon into different altcoins as soon as we see whatever sector is juicy. If we see, hey, AI coins are doing well, I'm going to probably buy a lot of them. If we see this is doing well, this, that, I'm probably buy a lot of them. But for right now, mostly Bitcoin is still king, and this might change over the next week or two, maybe 3 weeks, depending on how crazy we go. Yeah. But so if I had nothing, I would do what I just told you. Just go pretty crazy. If you're going like a 75x long or whatever, though, that's like literally glorified gam. You know what I mean? That word. I don't want to say it on the YT, but that's like flipping a coin, man. That's very, very risky. If you're doing like 4x, 5x, 10x, you're okay for the most part because you have some leeway. But again, if you're gonna play around with leverage, you've never done it before, do it with little money first. Obviously, I'm not your financial advisor. It makes sense if you know what you're doing to. Just make sure you know what you're doing. And then again, it is really funny though. Some of my friends go 50x long without thinking about it. And one guy, like I told you just now, another very big YouTuber, he was able to turn $3,000 into like, I don't know, 300K or so today, like in the last few weeks. But specifically 2 days ago when we were talking, it was 170K, but that was on Bitcoin as at what, like 70 something. Now right now, I think it must be, it was Ethereum and Solana trades. Right now, it must be at least 300K. because it doubled, I think, in the last few days. And if your account has not doubled in the last few days, which I understand, again, guys, you got to play harder. You got to work better. You got to work more efficiently. You got to 𝗵𝗵𝗶𝗶𝗶 because it is really, really good times. But again, I will guide you guys through it all. All right? I'll guide you guys through it all. So don't worry about it too much. That was it for the stream. I wanted to keep continuing on, but a lot of people have tuned out. I noticed we were below 300 viewers. Still happy that we have so many people show up. Matter of fact, I'm still happy to stream for 300, but it is 4:40 a.m. So I might want to sleep and just get back in the morning. Blast you guys with the news, blast you guys with everything I'm going through and going with. Dear Dusty, I want to say I appreciate you when I first got into it. It was March 2023, and you were the only person I felt like I could trust. I felt like you were speaking the truth to actually help. Anyway, I got in at a perfect time, further educating myself with markets in general because of your influence, and I've got to say thank you. Man, that's really, man, those comments always do me really well, you know. I really always appreciate to hear that. That really is so nice. So thank you very much for saying that, and I really hope you're doing well. I really, trust me guys when I say that most of these videos here have no real point for me. I've not sold you anything. I've not really told you to sign up to anything. There's nothing. There's no benefit here except for just telling you guys what I'm really thinking is going on. Yeah, that's really honestly just about it, because at the end of the day, I don't really lose anything by sharing it. This market is way too big. I think if what I was talking about was way more specific, then maybe there could be bias. But please go through the video, think about it for yourself. What do I have to gain from anything here? Not that much. And you can say, well, you want us to buy crypto too. Let's be realistic. You buying Bitcoin, you buying Ethereum. I've not talked about any small coin. I've not talked about anything. It's not going to make a difference to anything, right? Unless you're maybe like Zuckerberg or whatever, or you're Elon Musk, but I don't think you are. Me, I can't make a difference to the markets. Even if I have full portfolio long or short, okay, no, that's going to make a difference, I guess. That might I might mostly just lose money on that. But story for a different day. Anyway, guys, that was it for today. Hopefully see you guys tomorrow. Another video, another stream coming up, and TikToks are going to come up about short-term things. A top 5 altcoin video, maybe an even how to buy altcoins. A lot of cool videos coming up. I appreciate every single one of you stopping by saying hi. I love you all, and good night.